I like to think of myself as the apex predator.
All right.
Shouldn't need.
Here goes nothing. This is Harbor Freight, so it's probably... Yeah!
There you go.
Yeah! Oh, yeah, dude, that made my whole freaking week.
Yep, yeah, that's cool.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh, man, because everything honestly kind of hinges on this, you know? If it's smoked, then what are you going to do, you know? Go back that way. Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah! Well, I hooked up a battery, turned the key forward, and that was happening. Love progress. Gotta take what you can get when you're working on POSs. This just in. Now guys, I'm surrounded by all kinds of leaves and wooden buildings and stuff, so I'm gonna surround myself with this as well. Gonna have it right there. I may be crazy, but I'm not dumb. Let's see what we got going here. May or may not do something. Turn the key forward. Okay, we're taking bets here. Flame, start, nothing. Put a little gas in there. Well, try that again. Got that open choke. Got that closed choke. Try this again. Well, one of the goals is to get it cranking. And it's cranking. Give this another shot with this closed. Good battery. Gonna get some vacuum caps, bring those back. And man, I don't know, this is a 66 and it has all these plugs and stuff on it. I don't think that carburetor is anywhere near the right one. I have to watch some other people's YouTube videos tonight and come back for round two. But we've had a really big success today, and what you have to do as this stuff happens is give yourself a little credit. Several things were discovered today, and we figured out how to make the thing crank. All the plugs are back in it. What I'm going to do tomorrow is going to get a new set of plugs, so I'm going to take one of these plugs with me for the part number, and I'm going to put the new plugs in there, plus I'm going to get some vacuum caps for this carburetor. There's like 4 openings on there, and I didn't bring any of those with me, so we'll go from that. And yeah, there's all kinds of, there's a T back on the intake with even more vacuum caps that are open, or vacuum outlets or nipples or whatever. Anyway, we'll do that shortly. Well, just in case we didn't have enough power going here, I hooked up the Jeep's battery while it's running too. We'll see if we can make this spin faster and get going. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, we just need a little fuel in there. This thing's gonna light. It looks like enough to light the immediate area. It's mostly draining right out that bottom, so there's some seals bad, but maybe we can get this to light here. Yup. Come on, baby. Can't keep any fuel in there because all the lines are off. Fight me, will you? No. I'm not expecting anything more than that because it's got 6 plugs that work and no fuel, and as soon as I put fuel in the carburetor it drains out, but we got it started, and that's a big freaking deal. It was the 1900s the last time this thing ran, and it just freaking ran. A lot of you guys, if you've been watching the series of stuff I've been doing here from this old junkyard, have seen a lot of the interesting stuff, all the various cars and things tucked back in corners, but I wanted to just take a moment before I come back to the Dart to show you this utterly useless 57 4-door, but I can't help just absolutely loving it, man. It's just so, I don't know, you guys that way when you see something in a junkyard? It's not, I mean, nothing on that thing could be used, but it's just inline 6. It's just so cool that America made that. Look at how totally rusted away that thing is. It's smoked. Got our badass chickens down here. Or roosters. I don't know which ones are roosters or chickens. And I'm sorry. No, I don't want you to show me. Anyway, there's the 57. Now let's come back over here and button this thing up. Come back tomorrow. I heard you. Really thought he was going to get fed. Let's come back and take this thing down for the night, and I'm going to make a little plan on the way home as to what's going to happen tomorrow, because I have more stuff I want to accomplish over the next couple of days especially. I'm going to come back tomorrow with 8 new plugs, because one of these plugs got all stripped out and one of them has a cracked porcelain over there. When you heard it run, that one plug was not even in it, and these are all terrible. But my philosophy on this thing is I want to have as little money as I possibly can have in it. But down on the front of the carburetor here, when I put some gas in it, it poured right out through there. I don't feel like this is the proper carburetor, but that's enough for me to have it to that point for me to go ahead and spend a few bucks on just a couple pieces. But it still needs a fuel pump, and it's going to need fuel lines, and considering the fuel tank is sitting in the car. I'm pretty sure it's not under the back. There's a lot to be done, but like I said, man, when you have those little moments where you have those accomplishments, like first time hearing it run since the 90s, that's good stuff. Let's stop here before I explode it or catch it on fire or something. Still though, the last thing I'm going to put away is that fire extinguisher. Okay, here's the plan for tomorrow. Coming back, looking in the back area there to see if any of the vehicles in the back of the junkyard have wheels that will fit this. Maybe even tires, probably not. Because these rallies, sadly, are incredibly rusted. Whole chunks of them missing. But also going to have new plugs to pop in it. And hopefully fire it up and make it so the carburetor works right. I also still have to jack up the back of it and see if that rear end is working the way that it should. When it fired up earlier, it didn't lunge forward, so I think I do have it in neutral like I thought I did, but we'll investigate that a bit more tomorrow too.